Welcome to The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the unedited Thursday night, gonna go live in less than 12-hour episode.
I'll try to hold my fucks in.
I feel like this is a no fucks given episode, being that we're talking about multi-level marketing.
Well,
I mean, personally for me, I've had great experience, and those that I buy from, excellent experience. So I have all positive.
I gotta
She's gonna
get
turn her
settled
chair
in here
and face
a little
me.
bit.
We might have a small debate tonight because
I have not had good
I was hoping.
experiences.
I hate to
with
say
it.
this, but I was hoping you would say that because I want to hear it. But then I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's sad. That's sad.
Oh, but my friends were so great at it.
They are.
I supported them 100%.
I order from Tastefully Simple.
All right,
order
that
from
one,
Avon. I order
like
from
Tastefully
Pampered
Simple.
Chef.
Okay, so we were talking about it the other day, right? Because I came over on Tuesday and I thought we were recording, and you and Bestie threw me a little surprise. Let's cry about Diesel party because we put Diesel down, and that was it was so good. Yeah. It was fabulous. I needed that.
We did pizza and we did drinks and we got you a nice, cute little basket.
I know,
and
it was so
some little
nice.
wallet
and
pictures
even Johnny,
of DZ.
Oh, look at, and I got one. I put one on the back of my phone.
Perfect.
Oh, my DZ boy.
That's the same picture that we shared on Facebook, everyone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was all like gung ho to talk MLM that night because
you walked in, you were like
ready.
On fire. You were ready. You were like, oh my God, we're not going to record tonight? You're like, I was ready. I'm excited. So we did tonight.
So, and what was the first thing I said? School fundraisers. They're kind of like MLMs.
Let's just go right into that.
Right into it.
Let's just go right into it.
And it's because it's like you get the different tiers, right? If you sell like, $0 to $99, then you get this prize. If you sell 100 to $199, you get this prize. And if you sell over 500, you got like a gaming system or something like that. And it's like my friends' parents would be like, "Well, just buy the gaming system." Like we don't have enough friends to buy all that shit from you.
And what percentage goes back to the school? Like 5%?
Who knows? Who knows?
So multi-level marketing, MLM, is also called network marketing or pyramid selling, or some people would say
pyramid scheme. And they're like, no, I love it when people are like, oh, this is an MLM. And the people that are selling the shit, they're like, no, it's not like that. And it's like, that's exactly what it is.
So I did quite a bit of research because I've never seen any side of it. I've never been, yes, I have been part of one. And I told everybody about that. I got a perfume story. It was the only time. And I was like, fuck this shit. Yeah. I was done. But, so they call it a marketing strategy. Yeah. And it all depends on that person, what you're going to do, how many people you're going to get underneath you, who's going to sell for you, right? So we know.
You're trying to get to the top of the pyramid.
Many are familiar with it. We're going to talk about all the hundreds of ones that are out there. We're going to talk about the first one that started. We're going to talk about some controversies, even a murder of a Pampered Chef that Julia brought up to me. Yep, a rep from Pampered Chef. I never heard about. I want to talk about that. She didn't get killed because of Pampered Chef. I was like,
did she get murdered with a Pampered Chef knife?
It's their top seller.
It was an avocado cutter, wasn't it? You know what? But you brought up Tastefully Simple. Like, I feel like that's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
Someone that I met through running, like, I think it's like once a month or once every 2 months, she just says, I'm putting an order through. Anybody want anything? So many people react.
Yes.
I get Wahoo chili.
Their beer bread is
amazing. Their beer bread.
Yeah.
There was something else. A cake. They have like a chocolate cake or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I just got a weird headache.
Yeah, you did. That was weird. You kind of like moved your head like, stop talking about Tastefully Simple, Meredith. Oh, but what I was saying earlier is I started doing a little research on this because I'm like, how much can you really make? What do you know that only 1% of people are considered successful? In other words, pay their bills. So millions of people have probably tried this because we hear the stories, right? Like my friend. I'm jumping all around here because I did so much research. I had so much time. So like I told you on Tuesday, I did like a little test.
Yeah.
So I put it out on Instagram. I put it out on Facebook. We shared it.
Right.
I'm like, we are probably going to get a lot of emails.
Yeah.
Because people if you're into it, that's what you do. You talk about it. You know.
It becomes your life. Kind of like us with the podcast. I mean, it became our identity. We are the Clopen effect now.
Do you know we only got 3 responses?
Well,
are people embarrassed of the MLM? Maybe I posted it on a weird time, and it truly was just a test. Like, here's what we're talking about. Tell us your, anything about it. Pros, cons.
Yeah.
I have a feeling because of our podcast, they're like, they ain't going to be making fun of me. Which we weren't. I truly wanted to hear about it. So one good friend, a running friend of mine, wrote back and said that he had been very successful and has all positive things to say.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm the same, except for one story.
Let me hear this story. You keep teasing us with this story.
When I was younger, I wanted to try a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I won't say it was because I was lazy. Like, I really wanted to try and do a few things. And, back then, you look in the newspaper for jobs.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You didn't look on the computer or Indeed or,
because you're old,
find me a job or, any of that LinkedIn.
It was word of mouth.
So
or
I
what
basically
was
circled.
in town.
Yeah. So I found it in the newspaper. I'm certain of it, or maybe in a magazine, shady magazine. And it was in Schaumburg. And they said, it's a great marketing ploy. Opportunity. Come join our team. Here's what you do. And because it was in Schaumburg, where we have a very big mall out there, I was like, oh, it's probably like selling at the counter.
Yeah.
So I get there. It's in a shady as shit hotel down in the basement. Smelled like sewer. But like 100 people were there.
And you're like, all right, I probably won't get murdered.
I'm like, all right, I won't get murdered. Am I going to make it through? So we sit down. I remember it being like school desks, kind of like they wanted to, so back then, right, there was no computers really. You just wrote your name and your address and everything. I don't know what it is about my personality, but you got 100 people sitting in a room. Maybe it's because I nod and smile and this sounds great and I'm real happy for you. But in my mind, I'm thinking, how the fuck do I get out of this? They pinpointed me. Like, you are the one that's going to be our top in this whole room. And all I'm thinking is, yay, I'm going to make a lot of money. Which mall am I going to? Like, who am I going to represent? No, it was an MLM for perfume. Like, cheap
perfume
knockoff perfume.
Okay.
Like, if you liked Red Door, we have like Red Garage. If you liked, whatever, give me another one.
Calvin Klein.
If you liked Calvin Klein, we have Schmelman Mine. You know what I mean? And I was just like, it smells the same. They were trying to, I had a headache by the end of the day. I'm like, well, I'll try it. But there was no social media. So it was just like word of mouth. My aunt was so sweet. She supported me. She's my godmother too. She supports me through everything I've ever done. She probably bought 2 from me. My mom was like, here we go again.
How much were they? Do you remember the bottles?
I think they were $20 or $25, but they were big.
They were big.
They were big ones.
Okay, so we used to hang out at this pool hall in town, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows the pool hall in town if you live around here. It's not there anymore. And these kids would come up with backpacks full of this perfume. And they'd be like, you got $20, I'll give them to you 2 for $20. You know, this and that. Like,
yes.
And we would always go for the cool water.
Yes.
Cool water for women.
But what was it really called?
Who?
Like long
pool
stream?
Water? It was called pool water.
Long stream. They always had these like other names. So I tried it for like a month, and then they wanted us to all meet back up to see who did it. Rah, rah. Like, rah, rah, you sold the perfume.
Sick.
All that kind of stuff. And when I went back, there were 3 of us left.
Oh, my God.
And I just wanted to go back being naive and young and dumb. Still am, just not the young part. I went back to return everything. And they said, no, this is your box. You owe us the money.
You bought it. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So how'd you pay for it?
Well, luckily, I have a very nice family that helped me.
You're like, Mom.
Yeah. They were like, we're getting...
I need $400.
I think I had some money from working before, so I just said, I just wanted to,
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it. They're definitely not around
so
anymore.
You were their top seller.
Oh, top 3.
Probably.
That long string gets
like,
people every time.
We knew it. We knew you would be the top seller, Meredith.
Do you know when I go to Pampered Chef parties, Tastefully Simple, that was, something that we did.
Yeah.
Like probably when the kids were younger. So, well, I mean, they're 22 and 20. So long time ago. I remember leaving them at home. They were young. And they would always pick me out. Like, you should do this. You should sign up. You should host.
They do it to me too because I'm
It's
funny.
our personality.
Yeah. And,
maybe they do it to everyone. I felt like I was always zoomed in on.
No.
Like, we
are the ones because we have good personalities.
Yeah.
We have
And
friends. And
I mean, I don't
talk
have many,
a lot.
but yeah.
We do, though. Like we have, like I just looked at my Facebook. I have like 350 friends.
But those are all people that you know.
Doesn't matter.
Like,
if I was selling shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like what I'm saying is some people have like 5,999 that they've never met.
Yeah.
Those are friends that you see. You could see all these people. They could show up.
I'm surprised. That's more than in my school.
Yeah.
How did I get so many? Because it's more than I went to school with.
You're very popular. Everywhere we go, you're like, hey. You're like walking up to somebody. I'm like, all right, see you later. I'm going to go get a drink at the bar.
So the ones that I always got picked out in that they said, you should do this was always the sex toy parties.
Oh, I've been to those too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they would be like, come on, Cass, you'd be great at this. You're so funny and this and that. And I'm like, I'm not selling dildos to my friends. How fucking weird is that? And then they'd be like, you going to buy anything? I'd be like, yes. Take home one of those kits that has like the feather and the dust in it. The edible dust, you put it all over your partner. I could sell the shit out of that stuff. And then it'd end up in the garbage 3 years later, never even opened.
Oh, God.
Great. I spent $50 on something that I never used.
You supported someone that was running an MLM.
I did.
So I wonder what percentage they made off that $50, but the person above them, and those that create these products, how much did they make?
They probably got 15 out of that $50, I'll say.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then just like you, they have to buy all their products, right?
Yeah.
So they push the ones that they got on hand. They're like, check out these Benoit balls. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, my gosh.
When I found out what those were, I was like, that's crazy.
Please do not Google that.
I do it. I could just imagine walking down the road and all of a sudden you hear ching, 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 ding, 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 ding. They fell out.
Wikipedia. And it's a list of multi-level marketing companies.
There's a lot.
There's a huge list, as you can see here.
That is a lot. I
and
thought
it
there
says
was
active.
Like 14.
So this is about 60.
That's a lot.
And then the next one says defunct. And there's about 20.
Or debunked.
And they say dissolved, So I'm just going to look through some of these and see if any of them sound familiar.
All right, you read them to me. I'll tell you if I've heard of them or not.
Amway.
Yes.
Amway
but what
Global.
do they sell? Insurance? Is that an insurance one?
So I remember a friend that did Amway, and I went to one of the rah-rahs that was actually in like, where the hell do the Bulls play?
At United Center.
Yeah.
Jesus,
it was there.
Me think?
Sorry.
Dude, because the top of the pyramid will sink some money into getting these people to sign up for it.
Yeah, but what I also read is that you pay for your ticket to
go.
You're not just going. They're not saying come join us.
Right.
For $20, come join us. Or if you want to get your name read on the stage, you can pay, $500 or whatever. Yes.
You say 500, I say
whatever.
Prices are outrageous nowadays.
Either way you're paying. So I did have a friend that did that for a while and then realized it just wasn't for him. And there was cleaning supplies.
From Amway?
Yeah.
That was Amway.
It was cleaning supplies, health and beauty, artistry, like cosmetics, Nutrilite, which is probably like health supplements. Yeah. So they do quite a bit. There's one called eSpring, which is like
never heard of that.
Water filter. And then XS Energy.
Never heard of that.
It's a brand in California-based brand of energy drinks and snacks. I said energy, and I immediately was thinking like energy, like lights.
I was thinking lights,
Yeah.
electric. Because there are those companies that'll call you and try to get you away. Like here in Illinois, I know it's different. It's called different in different states. We have ComEd, COMED. I think in like the East Coast, it's ConEd, CONED.
I don't know.
So, but it's basically a monopoly out here, right? For electricity. There's one provider of electricity in this area.
I know where Steven is down in Florida. It's Duke Energy. Duke.
Okay.
You know, I'm having a hard time talking because I had those Invisaligns and I'm on week 3 and it's causing like sores underneath my tongue.
Yeah.
So
you
that's
didn't
why
file that down yet?
I did file it down and I took them out so I could talk, but I think it's actually making it worse right now that I don't have them in.
Yeah.
Because it's bumping. So sorry, I always sound funny, but I sound even funnier.
I was waiting for that lisp to come out.
It's not a lisp, but it's like a sore now on both sides of my tongue, so my tongue doesn't know what to do.
Oh.
So it's like I feel like I constantly keep biting on my tongue, but it's like a sore. So sorry about that. I was telling
you, having braces was the worst.
Yeah, definitely.
At least you don't have a mouthful of metal like I did when I was a kid.
There's a song from somewhere then they say mouthful of metal. I need to sing that one. But I mean, I have plastic.
Squirrel.
So that's Amway. And I know people are successful with it.
How many pink Cadillacs have we seen around here? I think I've
there's
seen one.
There's one that someone lives around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I
they
think
have
I've seen one my whole life.
Yeah. And
Is it a Cadillac, right? That's Mary Kay.
That's Mary Kay.
Yeah. What do you win with Avon? Can't you win a car with Avon?
I think they do. Well, we'll have to ask our friend because that's who I buy from. There's a really great lotion that I love and I buy it from her all the time.
Is it the silicone glove?
No, but that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I really like their products.
I do too.
Like I like Avon. It's like a serum and a lotion for my face.
Oh.
And if I go a couple weeks, like if I can't get to go pick it up from her or whatever, she's on vacation or something, I can tell with my face that it's like, I don't know. It's just great. I don't know what I'm putting on my face.
Me and Bessie were just talking about Batman and Robin is our favorite movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. This isn't Batman and Robin. This is Catwoman.
Yeah.
I just watched Catwoman the other day.
Okay.
Remember they have the face cream where if you stop using it like disfigures you?
Yeah.
You better keep using it.
Oh gosh. But yeah, nothing bad about that. But Avon's on here. Arbonne International. Arbonne. Okay, so Arbonne.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you say it.
So what is that? That sounds like
because wasn't it making people's hair fall out?
So that one is Monet.
Oh yeah.
Julia showed me that one.
Yeah.
They are still up and running. But in 2020, they had a lot of lawsuits.
Yeah.
That
they're like,
lost
no,
their
it
hair.
doesn't do that. And everyone's like, yeah, my hair fell out.
So what does Arbonne do?
So Arbonne is nutrition, skincare, and makeup.
Okay.
I can look at a list of their
I don't know
best
anyone
sellers.
I don't know anyone that sells that, but maybe someone
Get
does.
out of here, cookie settings. Oh, they got Feel Fit Pea Protein Shake coffee flavor. 30 Days to Healthy Living set is only $500. Oh, okay. So we have, how big is this? This is their best seller, this Feel Fit Pea Protein Shake coffee flavor. It's only $89.
Oh, so how many cups is that for?
It looks like a pretty small bag.
Aw.
They have the some lotions. Okay, a whole lotion set, right? This is another one of their best sellers.
Oh.
A whole lotion set. Looks like it has day, night, whatever else. $300.
Oh my gosh. Higher end. I wouldn't say highest end, but
would you like
end.
some Feel Fit protein snack squares, strawberry and white chocolate flavor? One box will cost you $40.
Oh my gosh.
Age Well SPF 15 set. It's got a couple things in it. It's got like 5-6 bottles in it. $400.
Wow.
Come on. We got Speak Volume mascara, $40. Why not? Makeup primer, $50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much does a person selling that make? 5%? 10%?
Probably 2%.
How much goes to the company? Yeah. Interesting.
The other 98.
So the next one on here that actually I'm also a fan of, it's kind of funny, the more I read through this, the more I have absolutely supported them, is Beachbody. So that's an online fitness. Or they used to sell, late at night you would see them on cable and they would sell their discs that we still have. And sometimes I still put them in, the discs.
I don't know if I would consider that an MLM.
Oh, yeah, because someone that we know is a coach And sometimes I buy their drink mix, Shakeology, from her. So she would get the money from that, and whoever she signed up under, would get that percentage as well. So yes, it is an MLM.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there, guys. They'll trick you into buying their products.
I didn't know this, but the Body Shop is another one.
I don't know what Body Shop is.
I can picture what it looks like. So if you look up the Body Shop, International Limited Trading, the Body Shop, it's British Cosmetics. Do you see this?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
It's like a symbol.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It looks like what would you call it? Like a circle, like backwards wings. Like they go in instead of out.
What are those things that the Roman people would wear?
But it's up and down like that.
A head thingy.
Like the leaves that are on each side of them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly what it looks like.
That's what it reminded me of.
So you mentioned this last week when Katie was on, doTERRA. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. That's like oils.
It's former executives of Young Living. Have you ever heard of that one?
Okay, I have heard of Young Living. So what, did Young Living go out and they took up doTERRA?
Very possible.
Oh, look, I don't even have to type it right, and Young Living comes right up.
Okay, are they still around?
Yes, gift with purchase, official site, essential oils. So learn more about Young Living membership and sign up today. Yeah. So I was making fun of people because they're eating these essential oils. Oh, and then the first question that people ask is Young Living a Mormon company?
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so it was founded in 1993 by D. Gary Young, and he is a member of the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Okay, very good.
Oh, because it's all about alternative remedies.
So if you haven't noticed, I'm going like in alphabetical order here because that's how Wikipedia has it. So I'm going to talk about Cutco. So that's cutlery. Oh, and we have
Todd
it.
And Erica have that too.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah.
My cousin was going through, I think it was maybe freshman or sophomore year of college, and either wanted to make more money or wanted to do some kind of project maybe, and she sold me
Those
a
things
set.
are fucking expensive too.
But they're really good.
Yeah.
But they're MLM as well.
Yeah.
So she made some money. The person above her made money, and the owner, I'm sure, made plenty. So that's pretty interesting. U.S. based, which I like.
Yeah.
Let's look at Herbalife.
Wow.
I'm going to talk about this real quick. I go into our like McHenry County, Facebook pages and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a new smoothie place that opened around here.
And they have it.
They ask you if you would like a protein shot in there or this. I don't know. I haven't been there. I'm just going by I cannot talk today. The dramatics of those that are online. Speaking of it. Okay.
Oh God.
So supposedly this woman walked in and said, I would love to try your strawberry banana smoothie. And she said, would you like a shot of protein in there? And she said, sure. And when the girl turned around, it was Herbalife. And she used that.
Did the lady freak out?
She said, I don't want that shit in my drink.
Yeah.
I don't support MLMs. So obviously she had a bad experience with MLMs.
Yeah.
So what it looks like is it's a storefront for an MLM. So you're doing your smoothies.
They're probably just like sneaking that shit in there.
But you're buying all this Herbalife so that you could maybe also make money or whatever, however that works out.
Yeah, how does that work on your taxes?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you get 1099 at the end of the year if you do an MLM?
Let's look that up. Yeah, let's look that up.
Yeah, that's a good question, right? Mm-hmm. Look at me coming up with good questions.
I know. If only someone that ran an MLM would be here, but we only got 3 responses because nobody wanted to talk about it. And then while you're looking that up, another one is Juice Plus. Very, very popular. They also do, I guess it's like smoothies or drinks. My mom actually still has one every morning because her doctor sells it to her. So not only is she a doctor, she does MLM and makes money on that.
That doesn't surprise me, really.
And I remember my mom telling me, she said, these are really good. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables in there, blah, blah, blah. I go, Mom, it's Juice Plus. She's selling you an MLM. Obviously, doctors don't make enough money anymore.
Mom, it's Juice Plus.
Mom, it's Juice Plus.
Okay.
Every time you buy it, that doctor makes money. And whoever she signed up under does.
And you're paying her for your fucking visit.
Yeah. And your $40 copay. And whatever else she's going to pretend to find wrong with you.
And did she talk to you about
my mom
smoking?
Is healthy as a horse. Yeah, my mom doesn't smoke. My mom is so healthy.
Okay, so it says the biggest thing people can be unaware of is that when you sell for an MLM, you're an independent contractor. 100% of commissions you earn will be reported to you on a 1099, and you will be subject to self-employment tax in addition to regular income tax on those earnings.
Wow.
So be aware. They probably don't tell you. Set some of those pennies aside because they'll come for their taxes.
Save it for a rainy day. Raining taxes.
Tax day.
So this one's called Legal Shield. And on Tuesday when we were talking and Steve was around, he said prepaid legal. It used to be called prepaid legal. So we actually used their services. One of our friends signed up. And it's an American corporation
all
that
your
sells.
friends that do it.
I'm a sucker. If you have an MLM, send me a message, theclopeneffect@gmail.com. I'll buy your shit.
She'll be spending all of our Clopen money we don't even have.
It's already spent. And merchandise. Hey, those t-shirts aren't free.
Yeah, right?
No. So Legal Shield is an American corporation that sells legal service products direct to consumers through employer groups and through multi-level marketing in the U.S. So, I mean...
So, like, if you need life insurance, or is it kind of like a, what do you call that when you have a broker?
So I don't know any better than what our friend told us when he worked for Prepaid Legal. But he said basically anything you want to do. If you wanted to do a trademark, if you wanted to get an LLC, if you wanted to sue someone, if you wanted to write a will.
Yeah.
He made it sound like you could pretty much do anything. So now they're called Legal Shield.
Huh.
And actually, I think we did use his services to get some money from someone that owed Steve and his company.
Yeah.
And we got it.
Yeah.
We got it. It was like $18,000, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they basically all we did was pay $50 for them to send a letter. We needed one letter, and we got the money. So, yeah,
that was worth it.
Yeah, it was. So LuLaRoe.
Okay,
you want to talk about that?
What's the difference between LuLaRoe and Lululemon?
I don't know. Look it up.
Do you know?
Keep your phone in front of you.
I know.
So LuLaRoe, United States-based MLM company that sells women's clothing. It was founded in 2012 by Deanne Brady and her husband Mark, and is currently based in Corona, California.
Okay, look I don't even have to type it all out.
Okay, perfect.
What's the difference between LuLaRoe and Lululemon?
Okay.
Lululemon is a luxury retail yoga brand.
Oh.
While LuLaRoe is an MLM scheme that under fire for a range of moral and legal complications.
Okay, so went. Okay. They forgot the word went.
Okay. Yeah, because did you watch the LuLaRoe documentary on
Lulu
Amazon?
Rich?
I haven't watched it.
No, but I reached out to someone and they said, watch Lulu Rich.
I want to watch that. I should have watched that.
Yeah.
I had time since we didn't record on Tuesday. I should have watched it.
Oh, what the heck? You're busy over here drinking and having snacks.
What the hell?
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay, very much just as popular as Avon, I would say.
So I'm actually taking a look here. I'm going across
What's
here.
What's the jewelry one?
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you in just a second because it just reminded me of something. My mom has been a seller of Stanley products my whole entire
Stanley
life.
Steamer?
No, my whole entire life. It's cleaning. It's brooms, dishwashing, floor washing. Like,
really?
For as long as I can remember, she had a setup down in the basement of these products, and family would buy from her.
Really?
And she would and I remember the smell. So I don't remember much from childhood, but I remember the smell that when the boxes would arrive, we would open them up, and then she would put them on the shelf, and I remembered the smell of their soap.
Was it good or bad?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was clean. It was like one was blue, one was green, and they were little like 1 liters.
Yeah.
And she used it to clean our house, and my aunt would buy from her, and family members would buy from her. And
maybe that's why you guys have thyroid problems.
Maybe it wrecked us. But they have like
I know that's
these.
Nothing to
you
laugh
can't
about,
miss
but...
it. You can't. God. You can't miss it, but it's like a brown handled broom with a yellow, there's a yellow part that holds the brown bristles.
Really?
And we've had them forever. I remember seeing it
I've
my
never
whole
even heard of
entire
that.
life. It's not on here though. So it must have like
what about like a surname or something?
Yeah, it must.
Different name?
It must.
What about the vacuums?
Oh, that's Keebler.
Kirby. Keebler's not an MLM.
They probably are.
Kirby, when I met Johnny, he had a Kirby, and I fucking hated that thing. But It worked really well. The only thing I hated about it is it was so heavy, and I would run my toes over with it, like trying to like carry it upstairs and like, you know, just move it around the house. And it was hard. Like you could put like a handheld on it so you could do stairs and stuff. It was such a pain in the ass.
Are they still around?
They are. Oh yeah.
So I supported a friend and bought one.
Did you?
It comes with like 500 attachments, and one was a balloon blower upper.
I don't think we have.
I don't know what
one.
the
Johnny
exact
must not have
name
gotten
of-
the executive deluxe package.
Yeah.
Like you did.
I'm a sucker. Once again, I'm a sucker for friends. They were like, "Do you want it all?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want it all. Where's the balloons? Let's do it." The thing
Where's
that freaked
the
me out.
hair-cutting accessory?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, the thing that got me, this was, oh my gosh, in 95 probably. Oh, my first house. I know I'm aging myself terribly besides the wrinkles on my face. Is that the person came in and they said, vacuum this spot. So I took my vacuum.
Yep.
And then they were like, okay, now I'm going to show you what the Kirby can do.
Yeah.
And it like literally filled up the bag.
Yes.
I was like, sold.
It worked so
Sold.
good. But the thing weighed 500 freaking pounds.
Yeah, it did.
Try to fucking vacuum your stairs.
I didn't have
with
stairs
that.
at that time. I had an apartment, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, an apartment.
The Kirby, the Keebler Kirby, was more expensive than me paying monthly on my. I think my bills for the, like the monthly pay for the Kirby was more than my apartment.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Do you remember the Rainbow? Was another vacuum.
That sounds familiar, but I didn't support anybody with that.
It kind of looked like a shop vac, and you would put water in it. So it didn't have a filter per se. Everything would go through the water. The water is what would catch all the dust and dirt and dog hair and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who sells that? I'm ready.
I don't know. Let me look it up real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. My sister had a boss at one time. He was like 95. I don't even know if he's still alive. But he let her borrow it. And we because I was like, yeah, do it with the Kirby and then do it with that. Same thing. We thought the Kirby worked good. And then we went over it with the Rainbow. So much dog hair.
Oh my gosh. So the next one while you're looking that up is Monet Global Corporation. And this is the one that Julia mentioned to me. She said that there was many lawsuits in 2020 of people's hair falling out. But... so they sell hair care, skincare, and wellness products, but it still says that they are active. So they must have, they were able to fix all that. So that's good. Hopefully nobody else's hair is falling out.
Okay.
Here's your pure romance.
Oh God.
That's
exactly what it is.
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing that came up was actually a Reddit post.
Oh.
So it says, do rainbow vacuum cleaners count as an MLM? A lady contacted me this is Reddit user anti-MLM. A lady contacted me out of the blue with some huge deal on a vacuum cleaner. My kid went to her kid's birthday party like 2 years ago, and that was the first I've heard from her until now. She sent me a Facebook message saying how she just knew this deal would be great for cleaning up after my kiddos. First, the thing costs like $3,000.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't even know how she afforded it. Second, my house has all hardwood floors. She's the same one I see on my timeline with the LuLaRoe and Lip Sense and all that time and all that all the time. So I think this is another MLM. You think they learn after the first one isn't successful.
My gosh. Oh gosh. So I see the Pampered Chef on here.
Yeah, I like Pampered Chef. Some of their stuff is just like really expensive, but
When you think of MLM and you think of like, maybe stay-at-home moms back in the day, because now it's stay-at-home parents, right? You never know. It just doesn't matter. But which one would you think would be a pretty popular one?
Tupperware.
Yep, that was the next.
Yeah.
Yep, Tupperware.
Tupperware
we all
was
have
huge
it. We
back
all
in the day.
Maybe had it, yeah.
I don't think I have any original Tupperware anymore.
It reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
When he's selling the Tupperware.
Yeah.
And then he goes to try and run it over with the van, and it cracks, and then he just takes off. Because it really didn't work
Uncle
well.
Rico?
Yeah.
Back in 87, if Coach would have just put me in that game, we would have went to state.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Do you know how much I love Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, I love it.
Eat your food, Tina.
Damn quesadilla.
Gosh. Do it myself, Kip. Can you bring my lip gloss? Can you bring my chapstick? My lips hurt real bad. Just ask the nurse. I'm not going to use her gross chapstick. Sick.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Back to what we were talking about.
Unique. So YOUNIQ.
Didn't they sell mascara or lip
yes,
stuff?
Beauty products.
Yeah.
Founded in 2012. And Derek Maxfield serves as the CEO for now.
I can't believe like MLM started that late. Like, but if they cover as like a legit company, I guess.
So I thought this was interesting. Unique was 60% owned by Coty Inc. COTY. I think that was like, isn't there like a Coty brand perfume or cologne?
I don't know.
The company has received criticism for being a pyramid scheme.
Well, yeah.
So listen, so I talked about all my positive. I have never had a bad, I've never worked, besides the perfume, I've never worked for any other MLM, but I've supported all of them.
You have supported all.
Obviously, as you can see, I picked out the ones that I did. I think there's more on here, honestly. But yeah, so
I'm trying to think. So I have bought Avon. I have bought Mary Kay. I have bought from the sex toy party.
Oh my God. Crazy.
I've bought perfume from the kids selling it on the street. The one that I never bought from was the $5 jewelry, the paparazzi jewelry. What? Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
And they would do the Facebook lives and they would be like, look at this. Look at it glitter. Oh my God. I love, if you want it, say sold, number 39. You know, do you remember that?
I do a little bit.
So I had a acquaintance that would sell that, and she would get so mad at me that I never bought any of her shit.
Really?
And I was like, honestly, do you see me wear any jewel? I wear my wedding ring.
Yeah.
Like that is it.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I cannot wear earrings. My ears are super sensitive. We talked about that on Studio D Jewelry.
Yep.
I don't wear anything but, I don't wear bracelets. I don't wear necklaces because necklaces always get tangled up in my hair. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe if it's a special occasion, I will put on a necklace, but I'm going to put the one Johnny bought for me, Like, I'm not going to wear your cheap $5 bullshit that's going to turn my shit green.
But could it be worth more, though? Like those fizzy parties online?
No.
We've talked about this before.
It's $5 fucking jewelry. It can't be worth anymore.
People pay $15 could be worth $3,000.
You know exactly what you're getting. You're getting a piece of brass.
Aluminum. Recycled gutters.
The only reason you could run it over with your car and it wouldn't change is because somebody ran it over with a car to like design it. It was like, I was like, oh, my grandma might like that. It was not my style, anything. There was nothing I liked.
Have you ever been in the situation where someone calls you out of the blue and they're like, what's going on? So this has happened to Steve. What is going on? It's been a long time, but listen, I have this great opportunity. I want to sell you, something. And they go through the whole spiel, and the whole entire time you're like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? So that's happened a few times.
Nobody ever called me, but they did get a hold of me on Facebook Messenger. And I would like peek at it, like, why is that person messaging me? Like, did somebody die? Did somebody we know die? That's my first thought. So I like open it, but don't open the full message, where you can like preview it. And I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't even like let them see that it was read.
And then I'm like, ooh, what's new? I'm the exact opposite.
What kind of stuff you got for me now?
She's a nice person. Let's see what she's selling this year.
Just paid off that vacuum. What else she
got? Put my money somewhere else. I don't know. I'm a sucker. If you want me to buy something, just send an email.
Like you were talking about Tastefully Simple. That one is delicious. They have delicious products.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I am always down for a Tastefully Simple party. I will eat all
Can
the
we talk
snacks
about
you
all
provide.
the football kids that sell chocolate in front of the grocery stores?
Okay,
let's talk about that. That could be MLM
because they call it. I'm doing air quotes. A fundraiser.
Fundraiser, yeah. I was going to say scholarship.
It's not. It's you're selling,
pizzas, chocolate, wrapping paper.
I remember we had the wrapping paper one. I was like, ain't nobody buying no $40 wrapping paper from me.
Yep. The cute little kids in the neighborhood would come over and say, "Do you want to buy some chocolates and wrapping paper?" And I'd be like, "Honey, yes, here's $100. Oh, sucker for life." I'm telling you.
Everybody in the neighborhood knows where to
Everybody
send their
stops by. They got their own kids now. The kids have their own kids. The kids stop by. You remember that Boy Scout popcorn that you bought?
God.
Yep, sign me up.
I am also a sucker for the Boy Scout popcorn. It's like $30 for a canister of it, and it is delicious. Girl Scout cookies.
There you go, another one.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Send me some Thin Mints. You know what? Send me 6. Because
just send me a box
a night.
Case.
They're all around us. They are all around us.
In case anybody wants to get me a Christmas present, I will gladly take a box of any kind of Girl Scout cookie.
As long as they're not expired.
I don't even care. It's just a Best By date. It's not really like...
I know. It's just a suggestion. It's a suggestion. Oh, man. So, if... I know we're joking around about it, but people take it serious. The 1% that are successful are in it. Rodeman Fields, right? All that. Avon, Mary Kay, everything that we mentioned. It's all around. Some of the ones I haven't even heard of before. But this one from allbusiness.com is just 6 ways to get yourself out there if you want to be successful.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to get yourself out there.
Yeah.
The internet is... amazing.
Well, yeah, you could say that you slept with Adam Levine. And
What is up with that?
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's just talk about it.
Okay, wait.
It's all over the place, but we're going to talk about it. So,
I keep hearing things
there's 4 girls
about
that came out,
Adam
4
Levine.
women that came out already.
Okay, so tell me what's up. Because I don't know anything about this.
Sumner came out on TikTok and said that he sent a message saying, pregnant with the third child. We're having a boy. What if I name him Sumner? Dead serious. That's what it said. So they had supposedly now, there's so many different ones out there. Supposedly they hadn't talked in a while. And she thought, well, I'm gonna come out. I need a few likes. Like you look at all her other videos and it's
Who
like 200
that?
likes. Sumner, she's a model.
Oh.
Or whatever.
Okay.
She's an Instagram model or something.
Okay.
I had never heard of her before.
I don't know who that
I mean,
is.
I know her now because I, creeped her pages and stuff. But so she shows on how you get your notifications on your phone that he sent a message. So she said, here's what's happening, blah, blah, blah. So of course it's TikTok and blows up. Millions, millions, and millions of views. So 3 more came out. And now there's 4 women, maybe even more. I haven't been on social today because I was working. There's a girl that sleuths and does checks out things. Yeah. And she sees this one video that this same girl, Sumner, posted and scrolls through, how you record your screen. And she says, keep pausing on this and you'll see that he writes back, but it's not really a write back. She'll be like, oh, now you're mad at me now, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And there'll be 5 messages from her and then he'll just write back, okay. And then there's however, so I don't know which side I'm on right now.
Okay,
but then 3 others came out.
This chick is claiming
I'm not on Adam's side. I'm not on Sumner's side. So nobody come at me.
Hold on. Let me just simplify this. So this chick is a model and she's claiming she's pregnant with...
No. His model wife, his Victoria's Secret model wife is pregnant with their 3rd child.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So can I just say that you look through all these things and you got people on both sides, right? And there's people out there Adam's wife's not even pretty. Who did this? She's the victim here.
Do her like that?
She's the victim here.
Everybody is beautiful in their own way.
Why you gotta throw her in here, So I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so I didn't know what was going on. And I was scrolling on Instagram because you posted that we have over 10,000 downloads, which is amazing.
Congratulations.
So, of course, then I start scrolling Instagram, and it was a screenshot of a supposed iPhone screen, right? And it was Dolly Parton in, like, negligee.
Yeah.
And it was Adam Levine going, oh, my fucking God, your body is amazing.
Yes.
Oh, my God. And I was like, what is this going on with Adam Levine?
They are sharing his DMs with people, supposedly.
Okay, because
like I said, I'm not on either side. I just like the entertainment.
Then your daughter, I saw a TikTok by her where she's staring, you know, like it's like she's on her phone and she's like checking your DMs to see if Adam Levine wrote you. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's so funny.
I mean, comics are just, like comedians, they are just loving it.
Oh, it's
loving
so great.
it. Yeah.
I love a good social media shit
do
show.
that, you'll get millions of views. And if you're an MLM owner, people are going to buy your stuff maybe because they're, you know, on your page.
Yeah.
If you decide not to do that, here's like 6 ideas from allbusiness.com.
Okay.
Invest in your online presence. So obviously we know that.
Hey.
In a world of self-promotion.
Yeah.
In a world of self-promotion, digital marketing and technology evens the playing field, right? 20 years ago was extremely difficult. Like I just said, it was very difficult.
Well, you had to rely on your neighbors and people.
I had to call my aunt up to sell perfume.
Yeah.
You know, it was like telegraph.
You were like the fundraiser kid.
Yeah, I was the fundraiser kid. Yeah.
Buy some perfume.
Gonna try this out. Yeah. This is coming from a person that was in cheerleading for high school, and I would eat all the candy bars I was selling. So my mom would have to pay for the candy bars.
She's like, here's your $40 for cheer tomorrow.
I don't have a sales bone in my body. I'll buy it. I can't sell it. Yeah. So invest in your online presence. I read, whatever. You have to post at least 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
A day.
I was listening to Joe Rogan one day, and they were talking about on Twitter how many, like when people have like, you know, 300,000 retweets.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's got his little Google guy on there, right? And he was looking at it. He said, you can pay like $300 and it's just like one person that sends out a shit ton of bots, right? So it's just, they're automatically doing it. Every time you post something, these bots will go and just do. So it looks like a bunch of people retweeted it, but it's not real people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
But a lot of celebrities do that. Kardashians. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Although they do have a lot of followers. So we think?
Bots.
Okay. Because I don't follow
Who really
them.
likes them?
All
right, I'll probably get a lot of hate for that. But
oh, no.
Sorry.
Okay, so the next one, number 2, is adjust your mindset. So...
manifest?
Yeah, it says the biggest hurdle of working from home is getting your mind right to be productive without distraction and the ability to turn work off when you are out of office. So I feel like we might have that because we work all day long and then we're talking about the podcast at night or we're recording and then, you know.
I have no problem, sir. As soon as I crack a beer, I'm not thinking
all right, so
about work.
I have a problem. You're great at sleeping, cracking a beer. I can't.
I do.
I'm constantly thinking about the next move. But
I find it's harder for me to sleep the older I get.
Oh, really?
Which really
and
pisses me off because I used to sleep until noon. Right? When we were kids, it was always easy to sleep till noon because, like, you didn't have a worry in the world. And then now I'm, like, old and, you know, because a deer ran into me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I did not hit a deer. It ran into me.
Oh, my gosh.
And everything's fine. You know, it didn't even, like, really hurt my car or anything. But I'm like, I'm going to go into work later. I can't fucking sleep later. I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm so used to getting up at 3 a.m. By 3:45, my body's like, why are we not moving? Up. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't even sleep until 4 a.m. It's bullshit. Unless I stay up until 2 o'clock the night before.
Right. And you need sleep. And to sleep off the hangover.
I'll sleep till 7.
So I was going to say 6. Because you're usually Snapchatting me by then.
I know.
It's usually your coffee cup.
Yeah.
I'll roll out of bed at 7 o'clock and you've already Snapchatted me and your coffee's like almost gone already. I'm like, really? Really?
That's on a Sunday.
But you're a good nap taker.
I can take naps.
Yeah, you're a good nap taker, so that's good. All right.
What was that? Was that a car?
A motorcycle, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They're trying to get their last few
I saw a lot of motorcycles
before
out today.
we get too cold.
It's chilly today.
A little bit.
Felt good.
Perfect your time management. So I think this would be hard. So when you would first start a business and you're working from home, you'd be all about it, right?
Yeah.
Go getting. But you know what? Then there's laundry. And then there's maybe you want to clean your house. And
I'm
then all of a
terrible at time
sudden,
management.
you go to look online and you haven't posted in 3 days.
Yeah.
Or who knows, right? So time management. Like if you're going to be working from home and it's good for you to work 9 to 5, you're working 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Or if it's good to you to work nights or weekends, you need to keep that committed and keep that timeline the same. Keep that consistency.
A hard time. Like I'm supposed to visit 2 stores a day and I'm like, wow, I've been at this store for 6.5 hours.
Oh my.
So I'm just staying at this store.
But sometimes that's a whole different thing though. That store may have needed you in every department. So it's a little bit different.
They always need me.
Number 4 says create a website. So you may get a website from your MLM company, but you want to be able to own your own website as well. Because then maybe you can mix it in with other items that you sell online.
Yeah, because you don't really, like if you're selling Avon, you don't want it to be like Cass at Avon. You know what I mean? You want it to be something more. I don't know. Like, don't you want, I mean, I'm saying like that's the one that
like
Avon
Cass
gave
at
you.
beautyproducts.com.
Right.
Ah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And then you include Avon.
Like Dr. Sue, who sells the Juice Plus. You want to be drsue.com. Yeah.
It's Juice Plus, ma.
Dress the part. So dress for success. Right? I would say, you know what? That's funny. I didn't read this. I read like the first 5 and this is like the 6th one. And this morning I got up and I went to go get coffee at the store by me. But the line was so long, I went and grabbed like a can of nitro. Yeah. Because I couldn't wait. There was only one person working. As we know, that's happened all the time. I had to log in. So I grabbed the nitro. I turned around and here is this beautiful woman, probably my height, hair, makeup, cute fall or summer dress with a nice jacket over it. And I looked down at my mom jeans and my prison shoes. I was like,
you and those
I
damn
can do
prison
better.
Slides.
Freaking love them. They're from Hoka. Runners will know what I'm talking about. I looked down. I was like, I can do better. Like, come on.
So what did you change?
You see me, what I'm wearing.
You have mom jeans on.
I have mom jeans on.
Did you just change the shirt?
I took a t-shirt off. I got a nice shirt on now. I was presentable today. But dress the part. Dress for success. You know what? I feel like, okay, whether you read all the bad stuff about MLMs, different companies, you look at reviews on Indeed or Glassdoor, everybody thinks that it sucks, right? Nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to win the lottery. And even that sucks if you look up the reviews for that. Yeah. Just do what you want to do. Just be happy. Yeah. If it makes you happy, you make a couple bucks, you pay some bills. Who cares what it is? Right. Who cares?
That's what I always say. We've had this conversation plenty of times on here.
Do what makes you happy.
Work is probably never going to make you happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're not going to get the praise you desire. You're not going to get the raise you desire.
Ever. And because we all feel we're more valuable than what we're getting paid, which is good. Right. You don't feel valued, but just keep putting the effort in to do it for yourself.
I'm just like, they came up with that quiet quitting, where people are doing the bare minimum. Oh. They call that quiet quitting. Have you heard about that yet?
No.
Damn, that's one that's been all over the place. But it's basically, and I hate that they called it quitting. Right. Because you're doing what you were hired for. You have not received a raise. What's quitting about that? Yeah. So it's like,
that's underappreciated.
Oh, so you're mad at me because I'm only doing my job and not picking up any extra projects and not staying late and not taking work home with me? Well, you're the one who makes the big bucks, motherfucker.
You're the one that sells all the Kirby's.
All that Tupperware. I saw it in your trunk. So it's, a job is a job, and that's what it is. Yeah. And obviously, we need people who are like you, are go-getters and want to succeed and want to be the best. And you are. You are like that.
I try.
And we need people like that. Otherwise, our world wouldn't turn.
Yeah, there's a lot out there like that.
Yeah, there's, it's okay to be the mediocre worker that, you make enough to pay your bills and maybe take a trip here and there. And
I was just talking to a friend this morning. She's actually leaving her job to go somewhere else, like a competitor who's going to pay her a lot more money.
Yeah.
Already, she hasn't even started the job. She feels appreciated because of the offer.
Right.
She'll be doing almost the exact same thing, but it's a manager level. Yeah. I'm so happy for her.
That's
so
awesome.
Excited because she was feeling unappreciative.
Yeah.
Or unappreciated. And that now they're losing someone great.
Right.
Because of this.
And maybe.
But I'm happy for her.
Maybe her immediate person will miss her, but that top person ain't even gonna notice she's gone.
Right.
They're gonna find somebody else to do her
replaceable,
job.
Unfortunately.
And it sucks. But
she's moving on. She's moving up. Super exciting. So just keep working for it. It'll be great. It'll eventually come.
It's probably the best thing you could do right now is quit your job and get another one. You'll probably easily get.
There's so many out there hiring
that
they will. Where Julia and I were somewhere. Oh, Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Roadrunner is a shoe store. And
Yeah.
Julia got her first pair of Hokas because her feet have kind of been hurting her. She loves Nike, but she's been on the treadmill. She's been walking. She's been biking. And there wasn't enough, for her feet. So she was having some sore, a sore body ache, after she would work out. So we went to Hoka and we go to walk in and it says up to $25 an hour to sell shoes.
Yeah.
But it's a very busy little storefront.
Is that up to 20? So I like these places say, between $15 and $25 an hour, but they don't tell you it's like the store manager's making $25 an hour.
True. True. I'm pretty sure if you
You're
go
gonna
in there
make
and say, I know all about shoes.
Yeah.
You
Definitely depends
sell
on your
yourself.
experience. Yeah.
So, okay, before we end, I just want to share this. So we were talking about Pampered Chef. And it's the infamous murder of Paige Bergfeld.
I want to hear about this.
I think. Well, so it has nothing to do with Pampered Chef, but she at one point was a sweet, caring lady who loved kids. She was a stripper for some time.
Oh.
She sold Pampered Chef. I'm not going to tell you what happened because we are not a crime podcast, but just look her up because
I'm going to fucking look her up
because as soon as we were talking about MLMs, Julia was like, oh yeah, like that Paige Bergfeld that was killed, so look it up. So now go from funny and laughing over to go read up on that. It's really good.
After 2 trials, killer of Colorado mom of 3 with secret life appeals conviction.
It's very interesting story. Check it out. It's kind of like our Swindled podcast that we like to listen to. That's very
love
good.
that podcast.
Check it out too.
Bro,
check it out.
Shout out
we are
to
we are not getting paid to talk about it.
We are not.
But it's good.
He should probably pay us because I bet he's got a couple commercials and they're really easy to skip. If you hit your skip ahead 15 seconds, it's 4 times. So, and it goes right to it. I just listened to the lady that got paid from McDonald's for the coffee burnt in her. And
have you seen the images on that ever?
I have
horrible.
never. And he said they were absolutely awful.
Yep,
and
they're
if
awful.
you want to go look at them, you can, but he was not going to do that.
I know a lot of people were like, oh, did she really get burned with her? She got burned.
Okay. And this is the thing is that at that time is when people started getting kind of sue crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Sue happy, whatever you want to call it. And the government was like, it must have been an election year.
Mm-hmm.
It came across Bill Clinton's desk to be signed into law to kind of prevent people from suing these companies, right? Mm-hmm. And Bill Clinton did something good, and he said, I absolutely cannot do this. And, if somebody starts their car and it blows up and it was a fault of the company, then they're not going to get paid. I can't support that,
Yeah.
But they blew this case so out of proportion because that lady wanted $20,000 to pay her doctor bills, right? She had $10,000 because Medicare was only going to cover 80%. So she had $10,000 from the incident happening, and then another $10,000 for continued care. That's originally all they asked for, and McDonald's told her to fuck off, and they'd give her $800. And they already had so many lawsuits. They'd already paid a lady like $250,000 for a coffee burn
for the temperature of the coffee. Yeah.
And so the jury wanted to make this a case because they saw the past, they saw what had happened already, and to this day, McDonald's has not changed the temperature of their coffee. So this says in the 10 years before the case, more than 700 people who were scalded by coffee burns made claims against the company, but McDonald's never lowered the temperature of the coffee. Okay, so yeah, so okay, it says because my phone heard us talking, so it keeps talking about like that specific case. But this is 26 years later, McDonald's still a hot topic because McDonald's admitted to keeping their coffee at a temperature between 180 and 190 degrees. For reference, the optimal drinking temperature for hot beverage is around 140 to 150.
Oh, okay. And
their argument on that was if we kept it at that temperature, we would have to dump it out more often, so we would lose profit. How much does fucking coffee cost?
But when you think McDonald's,
they literally, in Swindled, he said they sold 1 billion cups every 2 days. Wow. So, I mean, if you're dumping out that much coffee, yeah, it would cut into your profits. Wow. God forbid you didn't buy another yacht.
That's a lot of coffee. Yeah. All right, so next week starts Halloween music.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I put a post out there to warn your mom.
Ooh, I sent her a screenshot. I was like, did you see this? Meredith said, don't freak out. Don't think your truck is breaking. It's just the spooky music. She was laughing.
All of October, we're going to have some fun stuff. We're going to talk about the Murder Kroger.
And your birthday's coming up.
It is. It is. Don't remind me.
God.
I know, 40. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Damn it. And I didn't get your countdown ready.
October. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
It's going live in 12 hours.
10,144 of you.
Amazing.
Log in and listen. Thank you. Thank you.
We're basically famous.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Go sell some shit.
Or buy it.
Like me. This podcast is brought to you by Nametag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. Drums, written and performed by my son, Steven. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.